Good morning. I am Kevin Price. Delighted to be with you. Going to spend some time with you, talking to you about you and your business. Well, I tell you, a person who is well known in the business world, particularly when it came to harnessing the power and energy of consumers to really have an impact on business, is Dave Powers. And he's been a guest on our program before. You know him through J.D. Power. I don't know any company that has the ability to leverage that name to promote the quality of their company, they're going to do it. So it's probably one of the most promoted brands by companies outside of the brand I know of out there. Dave, loved having you on the show before and had to get you back on again. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate the chance to be here again.
Tell us a little bit about your background. Give us your story. Remind our listeners out there.
Well, it's a long story. I was born in 1931, and we were part of the silent generation, and it was quite a difference going on at that time. And my dad was a school teacher, and I was very happy with the ability to learn from my family, and then went on to college at Holy Cross in Worcester, Massachusetts, my hometown. And before I knew it, the Korean War hit, and when I graduated, I went into the U.S. Coast Guard and ended up on an icebreaker out of Boston, and we made several trips to the Arctic, and one big one to the Antarctic to open up through Operation Deep Freeze 1, McMurdo Sound in Antarctica. And that was an education in itself.
Yeah.
I was at sea 10 months one year, and I think that I learned a lot.
Let me ask you, you also lived in Michigan for quite a while.
Excuse me?
You lived in Michigan for quite a while as well.
Yes, after that I got an MBA from Wharton in Philadelphia, and my first job was with Ford Motor Company. And I spent 2 years there as a financial analyst trainee, and ended up going to work with McCann Erickson, the advertising agency, on the Buick account that they had just won. And I spent three and a half years working on automotive market research, which I loved. But I didn't like the way the companies at that time were handling their research. I think they did it so that it would come out the way they wanted to hear it.
Skewed, very skewed research.
I left Detroit and ended up in Southern California and started my own company on April 1st, 1968. And from then on, it was an interesting situation because I was just doing market research for different types of companies, anything from dog food to jewelry to food products. And I ended up finding the opportunity for a company just re-entering the market in the United States. It turned out to be Toyota. And that started me back into the automotive market research arena.
Dave, let me ask you, we only have about 5 minutes, and I want to make sure we cover some of the books. But let me ask you, are you still involved with J.D. Power?
No. Well, I'm still involved, but I'm no longer active in it. And I sold it to the McGraw-Hill Company, and that was in 1905. I stayed on for 4 years, and after 4 years, I decided that I had to do other things.
That was 2005, correct? That you sold?
2005,
Yeah.
yes. And so I left in 2009, and I've been doing independent things, and I started working on my book shortly after that. It took me 3.5 years to get the book finished.
By the way, the book can be found at davepowerbook.com. davepowerbook.com. So tell me a little bit about what inspires you to write the book and why is the book practical to business leaders today?
Well, the reason I wanted to document how we started the company and ended up being as successful as we had. It took us 40 years to get there, but it was an interesting time, and I wanted to thank all the consumers out there that filled out our questionnaires. My wife did the tabulations in the beginning by hand when the returns would come in, but we had 4 children, actually 3 at the time, with 1 on the way, and we had them fold the questionnaires and stuff them in the envelopes and put a quarter on the cover letter as an incentive and put the stamp on and the label. It was child labor, and that's how we got started.
Such humble means, and look where it ended.
Yes. I never would have expected it, but as it turns out, I've had a lot of opportunities, and I really want to thank the consumers. They helped us design the questionnaire. If we every time we did a survey, we asked them to tell us what we might have missed in asking the right question. And the consumers would send in long letters to me telling me why they felt that the question should be more descriptive of what their problems were.
Dave, I'm fixing to have to wrap it up. What part of the country are you in today?
Excuse me?
What part of the country are you in today?
I'm in Southern California.
You're still in Southern California? And loved having you on. Great what you're doing. Great information, and I appreciate it. And I'm going to ask you to hold on during the break. I need to get a little information from you. But I want to encourage, I think, it's great that you thank, consumers out there. But I think consumers are grateful to you for harnessing their opinion and letting businesses know how much their opinion matters. And you created a paradigm shift in the way businesses engage with consumers that we're still enjoying today. So on the behalf of untold numbers of consumers, thank you for your work.
Yes, I think that that is the way it has worked out. I appreciate it.
It's been a win-win. Dave, I want to hold you to the break. DavePowerBook.com. Read it. I did. I loved it. DavePowerBook.com. When we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at USDailyReview.com. Make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and this is The Price of Business.